It's Monday, July 13th. I'm David Sparks, editor and publisher of the Dayton Informer. First of all, I'd like to thank you for watching. Second of all, I'd like to deliver some news, breaking news actually. The city of Dayton has just put out on its agenda, minutes for its agenda for its upcoming meeting. Now, therefore, be it ordained by the Commission of the City of Dayton that Sections 1 of the Revised Code of General Ordinance be the same hereby amended to read as follows, respectively. Section 1.37.15, time of soliciting. No person shall solicit after sunset or before sunrise. The times of sunset and sunrise shall be published by the United States Naval Observatory. Section 1.37.16, place of soliciting. No person shall solicit a person in any of the following places. A. At any bus stop. B. In any public transportation vehicle or facility. C. In any vehicle within the right-of-way. D. Within 20 feet of any entrance or exit of any bank, savings and loan association, credit union, or check cashing business during its business hours, or within 20 feet of any automated teller machine during the time it is available for customer use. E. In or at any sports stadium owned or operated by a political subdivision. F. In or at any hall or theater owned or operated by a political subdivision. G. In or at the Dayton Aviation Heritage National Historical Park. H. In or at the National Afro-American Museum and Cultural Center. I. On private property, unless the solicitor has permission from the owner or occupant. Section 137.17, manner of soliciting. No person shall solicit in any of the following manners. A. By coming within 3 feet of the person solicited after that person has indicated that he does not want to make a donation. B. By blocking the path of a person who attempts to walk or drive away from the solicitor. C. By following a person who walks away from the solicitor. D. By making unreasonable noise or offensively coarse utterance, gesture, or display, or communicating unwarranted or grossly abusive language, either during the solicitation or following a refusal. E. By any statement, gesture, or communication which a reasonable person in the situation of the person solicited would perceive to be a threat. Section 137.19. No parent, guardian, or adult person having legal care, control, or custody of a minor shall cause, allow, or procure such minor to solicit in or upon any public or private property. Section 137.20. No person shall solicit without a registration issued by the Chief of Police. Any person who has been registered shall keep a copy of the registration on his person at all times while soliciting and shall show it to any police officer upon request. No person whose registration has been revoked shall solicit for a period of 2 years following the revocation. B. The Chief of Police shall issue the registration without fee to any eligible person who represents himself or herself at the City of Dayton Safety Building, states his or her true name, presents a photo identification, or signs a declaration under penalty of perjury that he or she has no such identification, and permits himself or herself to be photographed and fingerprinted. C. A person is ineligible to register if, and only if, within the past 5 years he or she has 1. Pleaded guilty to or been convicted of 2 or more violations of any combinations of sections 137, 2 has had a registration revoked pursuant to F below and has pleaded guilty to or been convicted of 2 or more offenses under the laws of any jurisdiction which involve aggressive or intimidating behavior while soliciting the false or misleading representations while soliciting. D. Upon receipt of an application for registration in accordance with B above, the Chief of Police shall issue a temporary registration valid for 10 days and shall determine the eligibility for regular registration before the temporary registration expires. Any eligible applicant shall receive a regular registration upon determination of the applicant's eligibility. The regular registration shall expire 1 year from the date of issuance. Along with the registration, the Chief of Police shall give the applicant a copy of this section. E. No person shall make a false or misleading representation while applying for registration under this section. F. Upon arrest for any violation of section 13, a solicitor shall release to the arresting officer any registration issue under this section to the arrestee. The arrestee may apply to the chief of police for a consecutive 30-day temporary registration pending adjudication of the arrest case. The chief of police shall revoke any registration issued under this section to a person who has pleaded guilty to or been convicted of a violations of section or to a person convicted of 2 violations of section 137.20. G. Any applicant shall have the right to appeal the denial or revocation of registration by immediately requesting review by a court of competent jurisdiction or by appealing the decision to the Citizens Appeal Board. The appeal to the Citizens Appeal Board shall be taken to the applicant within 5 days after receipt of the notice of denial by filing a written notice with the Chief of Police. The Citizens Appeal Board shall consider the appeal at the regular scheduled meeting following the receipt by the Chief of Police of the notice of appeal. The Citizens Appeal Board shall direct the Chief of Police to issue the registration if the applicant has met criteria set forth in this section for issuance of a registration. The applicant may appeal the decision to the Citizens Appeal Board to a court of competent jurisdiction. Section 2 that existed, the sections 137.14, 137.15, 137.16, 0.17, 0.19.20 of the revised Code of General Ordinances are hereby repealed. Read it at the link down below. Tell me what you think, folks. Take care. This is David Sparks, editor and publisher of the Dayton Informer. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all you do.